Hey guys, so today I'm going to be letting you guys know how I get this bomb style in my head, and this is going to be from the install of the wig itself, a little bit about the unit itself. And so I hope you guys are ready. I know you've been asking, so it's time. And it's really not all that complicated. Y'all know I finesse a lot of things, so this is what we're going to do. Now today we're going to style it in the side part, but I did want to include this clip and show y'all my middle part because this is actually my favorite way to wear it, is the middle. Y'all know I'm a middle part girl. But back to the unit. This is an Asteria unit. It's a 26-inch deep wave frontal, no, 6x6 closure wig, HD lace. And so we're going to get started here. So I do want to show you guys the natural texture of this wig. I am not a fan of wanding straight or body wave wigs because the wands usually do not last. I'm only a fan of wanding curly wigs. Like, that's my thing. If it's not curly, I probably won't wand it because the wands last so much longer and look so much prettier on curly hair, in my opinion. And so yeah, that's just what I like to do. Now we're going to get into it here. We're going to start just by applying makeup inside of the closure. This is a freshly washed and conditioned unit. And so I had just done it right before, just so I can go from top to bottom with y'all. And so yeah, you're just going to apply the makeup. The foundation that I use for my lace usually is Angola by Juvia's Place. I'm a fan of wearing a little bit of a darker foundation, not too dark, not just like obviously darker, but a little bit darker in the lace. I know I've heard it from a professional before say it, but it really does work better for me. If you go lighter, it is a bit much to put a darker color on it to try to get it to match, but going a little bit lighter won't be that hard. And I think it looks a little bit more natural for it to be a little bit darker. Now here I'm actually going ahead and I'm making my side part in the wig. And the reason I'm doing the side part, I don't know if you guys can see, but obviously I have a lot of shorter pieces in the front of this wig. Let me tell you why. I have been so rough with this wig, which is the wrong thing to do. Do not be rough like me. Test your hot comb and make sure it's not too hot before you start hot combing your lace area, because that's exactly what was wrong with me. If I was just a little bit more patient and wait for the hot comb to cool down, it would be fine. But most of the time when I'm doing my hair, I'm in a rush because it's the last thing I do before I'm done getting dressed. And so yeah, that's what happened to me. So make sure your hot comb is not too hot and it won't begin to break off the hair on your lace like this. Anyway, I'm pushing this forward. After I cut a little bit of a piece off, I'm going to go ahead and just clean off the hairline, make sure it's really dry. I find that when I lay my lace on my alcohol, after I do alcohol, it does stay a little bit longer and hold a little bit better, especially if I don't use glue, and I'm using the spray today. So yeah, I just wanted to make sure I got that all cleared up, and then I'm going to push it forward, and you'll see that makeup, it really just blends. It's so good. And it already just looks good just with the makeup alone. So make sure you find a good shade for you. Okay, so here I'm taking the Got To Be glue spray, and that's what I used to lay it down. I actually didn't use glue today because I don't intend to keep this wig on much longer, because I am about to change the style of this wig and actually change my hairstyle in general. So I just wanted to lay it for video sake, but with the spray, it is good, especially if you're not wearing it for a while like me. So what you want to do is just spray it all across the lace. So you want to make sure it's pressed in, make sure the lace is exactly where you want it to be, because where you tie it down at is where it's going to stick. So just make sure you're maneuvering that. It does dry with time. So yeah, just quickly get that in, get that spray on. Already looking really kind of looking like it's laying. The spray has that effect though. And so you just want to take your satin whatever or your elastic band, and you want to tie it down and you want to leave it. And I actually had somewhere to go right quick, so I tied it down and I left and let this hair air dry. We do need it dry for the styling, but I'll dry it a little bit later, but I had to go, so be back. All right, and so then I came on back, and I just wanted to take the blow dryer and go ahead and just get the last few pieces that were not dry. I don't take a brush and run it through the hair and try to have that blowout effect. No, it really doesn't matter to me. I just go ahead and just use my hand. And now with this wand, I've been getting a lot of questions. This is a wand from a beauty supply store. I think it's like $20 something. It's really not that deep. It's by Remington, and I want to let you guys know that you don't need $65 wands to get a nice wand. You know what I mean? So just take your brush, brush the piece out that you're ready to work on. I was on my left side here in the front, and you just want to push that up the wand and make sure it's all next to each other. I know sometimes I do get lazy and just don't even care about the format of the way it lays on the wand, but I wanted to include this entire clip real time so you see how long I keep it on. And I have it all the way up on 410 every time. And so once I leave that on for a few seconds, I scrunch it together, let the heat get out of it, and then once I feel the heat getting out of it, I just let it loose, and that's my wand. Okay, look at my face. I'm just like, that's it, girl. Like, it's not rocket science. Like, that's just how it is. I'm gonna do another piece here. I'm telling y'all, it's ABC 1 2 3. There's no product in the hair, no nothing. It's just air dried, dry hair. Brush it out, wand it, and then just let it down, and that is it. You just go through the head, make sure you do this curl away from the face, and you are done. It already has that luster, and that's how I've been rolling. So because of the damage that was done to the lace, I'm actually going to go in with my Care wax stick. That's from the beauty supply store as well. It's my favorite wax stick. I'm going to get my part together and begin to just put this where the part is. I actually use a generous amount of this because of the condition of this hair. Well, not the hair, the lace part that I destroyed. So I put that on. Here I am being responsible, making sure it's not too hot before I just rush and go in like the girl I am. Yeah, I'm just taking my time and doing that. Once it stops burning the towel is when I know that it's not too hot. You can also use a paper towel test to do that as well. That's a really good one too. So I'm just making sure I get all of that flat. I don't care where I need it. I used to think hot combs weren't a necessity, but yes they are when I go back and look at the pictures of the humps in my wig, and it's just not cute. Okay, so hot combs are essential. Okay, hot combs are a great tool. And so I'm going to go ahead and just finish that out and then continue to finish wanding the hair once I get it nice and flat. Okay, so after we have completed that, I'm going to release the lace, and we are looking good. So this is the result of just the Got to Be glue spray by itself after using, can I get it out? After using the alcohol. And so now I'm just going to start taking out those small hairs that are already placed in the front, whether it be from breakage or me cutting it before from doing baby hair with it. Oh god, what a mess. But anyway, so yeah, I'm just gonna take those out, fix the part, hot comb that part back down, make sure everything's flat, and then I'm gonna start to slick down my edges. I did show the product of what I use, but anyway, it's Got to Be glue gel. Y'all know what that looks like. The Got to Be glue gel is what I use to lay my edges down, and yeah, I'm just gonna go through that process. And this process is so satisfying because it just really brings the wig together. I could definitely pluck this hairline a lot more, but after the damage, I'm just scared to touch it at this point. But yeah, we're just gonna go ahead and lay the hairs. Don't be shy, take those hairs out and lay them things down, even if you got bald spots in your wig like me, because it's gonna come together, I promise. All right, after tying it up and releasing it, this is what I am left with. I am not mad at the results, girl, because they change every time I reinstall this wig. But yeah, so I'm going to use my touch-up spray. I believe this is by Clairon. I think so. I think I got it in Walmart or the hair store, one of those. But it's like a really dark charcoal spray. It's not necessarily black. It's more of like a really, really dark grayish color, and works well for me. I don't want it to be too harsh, but anyway, I'm gonna use a lighter bit of a bronzer, and then I'm gonna do my part. And here I am talking. Can't do that. I might insert some clips from a previous video of me with, like, you know, makeup on with this hair. But like I was saying in my voiceover, I really enjoy this unit because, well, I enjoy a lot of units because I just make sure that I actually use them to their fullest capacity. If I could change the style on them, or appear as if I've changed the curl pattern on a wig, then I definitely will. I don't understand straightening or wanding straight hair. And even body wave hair, like it just doesn't hold that well to me. It just doesn't hold that well to me when you're doing it, and you have to just include so much spray and pin it, and you know. Deep wave textures or curly textures that are like blown out and like wanded, it will always be the best for me. I love poofy wand curls. I don't like that silky, you know, thin wand curl look. Like I just want it to be like really poofy and like hold. Like I'll come out like I went looking in, you know? No curls dropping. And if they do drop, they just drop into a really pretty wave. But some stuff just be like, you know, and I don't like that. I want it to actually last. So, and y'all know I make the most out of my wigs. I don't even like with the raggediness going on up here. I will disguise it. I will finesse it in a heartbeat. Okay. And so that's how I like to do it. And yeah, just want to encourage you guys to get the most use out of your weave. There's a lot that you can do with a wig. You can basically do anything you want to it. Just be safe with the hot comb though. Don't be doing like me. Don't be lazy. Let it cool down before you hot combs. But yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I know I got a lot of questions on this, so I'm glad I got it out for y'all. It should have been a week ago, to be honest, but I'm glad I did. But I gotta go, and I love y'all, and I'll see y'all in the next one coming soon, okay? We're continuing our full face series, so it's gonna be good. I love y'all. Bye.